So how do you come up with news stories for Abbott? Are you like tapped into the teacher community? Do you have an education consultant? Is it all? Yes, yes.
Salute to you. I am loosely tapped into the teacher community. First season was very inspired by my mother's stories, but she retired right before, so I was like, oh, her stories are still valid because teachers' experiences are pretty universal. But as the times have changed, my mom hasn't quite. She's not there teaching anymore. So I have multiple friends who are teachers. One of my best friends, Lauren, is a teacher. A friend, Matt, of mine, a friend of my husband's, he's a teacher. And it's more just talking. Like, I don't tap them for stories, but I like hearing about what is going on. But I'm never looking for a story. I just want to know, what's up? The same way I would ask you, how's your day? How's work? I ask them the same thing. And through that, it kind of gives me more information. And my friend Lauren, she's a teacher at a French school here. So her experiences are very different. But she'll hit that universal truth sometimes that I'm like, no matter what you teach or where you teach, that's still the universal like landing ground for teachers. And I do treat it like any other workplace comedy. I don't try to have, when the first season of Abbott came out, it was actually shocking to me how much teachers resonated with it. I did not expect that because I just approached it as a workplace comedy. The same way I think like, you know, The Office was approached, or Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I just saw a great place to tell stories. But when teachers resonated with it like that, I was like, oh man, I was scared because I had a responsibility that I didn't know would come about. But in the words of Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. So
All right, Spider-Man.
Sorry, Uncle Ben, my bad. So I took it really seriously, and I was like, well, now we have part responsibility to tell these stories responsibly. So this season, I'm like really excited for some of the stuff that we get to do. It's nice being back to 22 episodes because we have more room to, you know,
Yes.
tell the day to day.
Yes.
Yes. We have an episode next week that I think is just classic TV. It's just a good episode of television, but it's about ringworm, which plagues the elementary school community. But
I did not know that.
Ringworm? You don't remember ringworm? Right? Yeah, the people now be like, yeah, I remember ringworm. It was so awful. Like,
Damn.
yeah, and so I'm excited to tell that story because I think through it, we also get to touch on other things. I never had an urge to, it's never really come up in our room to do like a COVID episode or to bring COVID into the school. But with this ringworm episode, I'm like, we hit every single marker about something spreading and not being able to get it under control. And it ultimately winning at the end. So,
Ooh,
yeah.
good teaser.
I know, I just said the whole episode, my bad. That's why I don't like to